Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I would like to invite our Superintendent, Kris, to come to the podium and address the graduating class.
Hello and welcome to the celebration in honoring the Fairfield-Suisun 2020 high school graduates. I am Kris, Superintendent, and on behalf of the Governing Board, I want to express how proud we are of our graduating seniors. This year's pandemic and virus was aimed at no one in particular and everyone at once. This was especially impactful to our high school seniors. Every senior lost their prom, senior sunrise, senior sunset, senior sports season, and their in-person graduation ceremony. Our seniors and their parents had been dreaming about many of these traditions for a long time. Despite all of these disappointments, the pandemic also brought all graduating seniors together. It sparked creativity, demanded resiliency, and promoted togetherness, even though physically separated. These lessons learned throughout your educational journey will only be enhanced by the lessons learned during this pandemic. We hope in the near future that we can again honor you, only this time in person. Until that time, remember that you represent history in the making. You are the record-setting class of 2020. High school graduations are a highlight for everyone. Our board members and senior staff like to represent by wearing school colors to the individual graduations. This year, I'll have to wear them all at once. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for your insight and determination. You are premier.
At this time, I would like to invite our first student speaker, Karen Sanchez, to the podium.
Dear friends, family members, and Sem Yeto staff and administrators, you guys are the bomb. But most importantly, to the graduating class of 2020. Sophomore year, my parents separated and my dad was deported. And my mom was left to raise me and my brother alone. It was hard. I started acting out teaching class and even got into one fight my sophomore year. Then I became very lonely and started hiding in the library. My grades dropped, and eventually it felt like things could only get worse. During the summer, I got an invitation to attend Sem Yeto. At the start, I hated it at Sem Yeto. I missed my friends at Armio, and it felt like everyone knew each other except me. Second quarter year at Sem Yeto, I met a friend, and she changed the way that I viewed things. Her support and her story about how hard her family had to work to bring food to the table just made me want to try more, and we decided to make a plan and support each other and just become better students. I learned to appreciate the hard work that my mom has done for me and my brother. I learned that you have to work very hard and even give up your lunch at times. I learned that asking questions is essential in both life and in school. I learned that you must choose your friends wisely. To our teachers, administrators, and staff, thank you for getting involved, caring, and for being our friends, not just our teachers. You made us feel like the Sem Yeto family. There's always one person that can get you back on track. For me, it was my mom. Some of our family members and friends can't be here with us now, but that doesn't mean that they didn't play an important role in our journey. You are the greatest support we have. We wouldn't be here without all of you guys. To the class of 2020, although the circumstances don't allow us to have that graduation we envisioned, we must still feel very proud of all our accomplishments. It is now time to continue our path. We all have great, and we have to create long-term goals. Surround yourself around good people who have the same vision as you, and always remember to open up to people and share your struggles. With that being said, I wish you all the best of luck on your journeys and make the best of it.
At this time, I would like to invite our next student speaker, Jennifer Sosa Rosales, to the podium.
Hello everyone, today we're celebrating class of 2020. Before we get started, I just want to give a big thank you for everyone listening today. Good evening, school board, teachers, and family and friends. My name is Jennifer, and I've officially been blessed today to be able to share this message. Congratulations, Sem Yeto seniors of 2020. Although we couldn't physically get together for our celebration, let's give our appreciation to our district for making this ironic moment happen. When I learned how to give a graduation speech, my mind went totally blank. There's just so many people to thank and so many crazy memories to share. Our teachers here at Sem Yeto always teach us to do our best. They end up shaping us by finding our strengths, weakness. Shout out to Miss Sunny and Miss Sarah for the real encouragement. Now we can't forget about Miss Bell herself and Mr. Gibson. See, some of the most memorable moments happen here. I'm sure my fellow classmates could agree. From crazy basketball games or even something new to learn. The grind, the most important key that I pay each and one of us off. So taught me one thing. It's not about being perfect, it's if you're willing to put in effort. On behalf of the class of 2020, I'd like to thank the principals, teachers, and family for the moral support. But reminding us always to do best, always be respectful, and most importantly, responsible. And don't forget to be proud of yourself. Not to my classmates. We're here to be recognized for our achievements. We have earned our diplomas. And now that itself deserves recognition and reward. Never stop growing your mindset. Keep pushing towards goals you think may be impossible. Believe in yourself. Y'all got this. Don't sweat the small stuff. Thank you again, and once again, congratulations.
Good day, fellow graduates, staff, faculty, parents, and all in attendance. My name is James Hightower, and I'm very honored today to be in front of you serving as principal of Sem Yeto. Well, graduates, class of 2020, here you are. You did it. You have succeeded. You have completed this stage of the journey, a journey that is just beginning for you. As I reflect back on what has been a very trying year for our world, our nation, our community, and I am sure you as graduates of Sem Yeto have experienced the same, all I can think about is what an amazing year it has been. Now, in the infamous words of Arnold, you might be saying right now, what you talking about, Willis? You might have to search that phrase out, but once you do it, search it on YouTube, you'll be okay. What is he talking about, this principal? This year has been horrible. No prom, no senior trip, no being able to embrace my friends, no saying goodbye to my teachers. No waving to my family as I walk the stage after receiving my diploma. You call this an amazing senior year for me? And I tell you right now, yes, I do. You see, the only time our nation has ever experienced something like this, or similar, that you find yourselves in, is going through the year 1918. During the 1918 pandemic, over 500 people were infected worldwide with a deadly flu. But look at our world right now. No doubt, students sat in classrooms just like you do, ready to graduate, and had to experience some of the same feelings you are encountering right now. But here is the amazing thing. Some 100 years later, here we are in the midst of some of the most awesome innovations ever created, and living in one of the strongest economies this world has ever known. I believe that is due in large part to how the seniors during that time responded by doing absolutely the only thing they can do in that time: hold on and weather the storm. Class of 2020, you are the most amazing graduating class because during these very trying times, you have just held on. So many of you, as the case is with so many of our Sem Yeto students, you experienced some trials during school which led you to get behind, led you to get off track. But guess what? At some point, as you felt yourself falling deeper and deeper, you reached out and you grabbed hold onto something, and you refused to let go of your dream of graduating on time with your class. For all of you, at some point, that is all you could do, was to hold on. And guess what? Your holding on also allowed some awesome teachers that we have at Sem Yeto to find your hands and be able to hold on with you. Together, you working with awesome teachers who cared about you, you were able to begin to pull yourself back up. And now here you stand as graduates, ready to make your mark on the world and leave a legacy. Legacy, as defined in the dictionary, is this: anything handed down from the past, as from an ancestor or a predecessor. To aid in better understanding this term of legacy, here are some adjectives to that word legacy: greatest and abiding, concrete and direct, rich and everlasting, worthwhile cinematic, and precious constitutional. At the foundation of every awesome legacy, there is a spirit of perseverance, a spirit that when everything around it is crumbling, it does the most amazing thing that can be done during that specific time. It purposes to just hold. Class of 2020, you are, as I said, amazing. And as you embark on your journey, never forget the foundations you have established. Continue to hold when life takes its turns, and it will. And when you arrive at your life's successful destination, never forget to give back. There will be a young high schooler, someone similar to yourself, somewhere holding on just as you have done in the past. And there's going to be a need for you to help lift them up. So now, I encourage you to continue to be great in whatever you have set your sights on. Continue to hold and leave a legacy. At this time, I would like to introduce our teachers, Damari Brown and Corin Gibson, who will be announcing the names of our graduates.
Ethel Acosta Abulencia. Adrian Thomas Adams.
Usman Ahmed Amin.
Inobe Michaela Alex.
Madison Octavia Alexander.
Darinnay Ajay Love Allen.
Halima Alsuki.
Jasmine Grace Alvarez.
Esmeralda Esmaquita Serrano.
Matthew Raul Anaya.
Alfonso Jose Angulo.
Sophia Teresa Arellano.
Alexia Lynn Atkinson.
Jessica Avila. Meki Muhammad Sheikh Bahim.
Jamise Tekora Rose Belcher. Jonathan D'Artagnan Bibb.
Autumn Nicole Blaine.
Omarion Blair.
Savannah May Borlick.
Elijah Charles Bowman Parks. Alexis Jade Brown.
Orion Brongba.
Davion Keyshawn Bunda. Alejandra Burgos Almendares.
Anthony Bruce Butler.
Saer Homero Cabrera.
Jesus Humberto Carranza Leyva.
Taiwan Marquis Shanaton.
Akalish Asan Charita.
Isaiah Kenneth Church. Oski Michael Cleveland.
Isaiah David Coleman.
Christopher Michael Coleman Hayes.
Joshua Raphael Collin.
Oscar Contreras.
Eric Alexander Coria-Padilla.
Juliana Elizabeth Cravens.
Driana Destiny Cruz.
Ruby Celeste Cruz Alvarado.
Christian Allen Davenport.
Mackenzie Christina Davenport.
Milene De Paro.
Samuel De Leon.
Victoria Marie Delatorre.
Adriana Lizette De Leon Lopez.
Makai Jaquan Edwards.
Janai Christine Estrada.
John Carlos Ernesto Faustino.
Mason Julian Ferrer.
Axel Hyson Flores.
Tre'Neil Jonathan Ford.
Victor Aston Fuller Gaitan.
Ian John Gagetta.
Christian Sandoval Garcia.
Jose Alfonso Garcia Godinez. Vanessa Garcia Ponce.
Edie Marlene Gomez Alvarez.
Alec Toribio Gonzalez.
Eric Granados Aviles.
Zachary Clayton Gress.
Mariela Guzman Duarte.
Brian Jesus Guzman Salcado.
Christina Noel Harrison-Lemmons.
Marianne Deontay Lynn Hazard.
Trixie Ann Henson.
Liliana Hernandez Martinez. China May Howard.
Michaela Carlene Hudson.
Bryce Jacob Houston.
Liliana Mora Jack.
Christian Hardon Rivera. Jazmin Jimenez-Tinoco.
Trenton Paul Johnson.
Nathan Andrew Jordan.
Colin Wilhelm Kent.
Jacob Aaron Krakowski.
Augustine Laura Jr.
Jermaine Kenta Lee. Alejandra Martin Ponce. Valentin Livni Martinez.
Jorge Alexander Martinez-Sandoval.
Linesia Darlene Mason Forte. Elias Aaron McLean.
Sankofa Anani McKines. Asenia Plachette McNeely. Araceli Montar Ortiz.
Roberto Morales Aguilar.
Adrian Thomas Nix.
Marco Antonio Ochoa Martinez.
Romeo R. Olson. Abraham Ortiz.
Karina Giselle Ortiz.
Brandon Ortiz Mata.
Ray Josiah Oseguera.
Mirisa Lashe Osambuya.
Jeremiah Rey Pacheco.
Alondra Pantoja.
Lizette Pantoja.
Kevin Leonel Paredes Fernandez.
Michelle Perales Palacios.
John Harvey Perez.
Jaquan Armand Pierre.
Isabella Plancarte-Norman.
Christian Anthony Portocarrero Murgia.
Jaslyn Praxidis Lopez.
Myra Teresa Quevedo.
Isabel Ramirez.
Karina Areli Ramirez.
Angel Ramirez Santana.
Julissa Cordelia Regoza Torres.
Glenn Crepes Real.
Jennifer Reyes Leon. Alejandro Reyes Rodriguez. Leslie Marie Rios.
Evelyn Roja. Isaac Alejandro Rodriguez.
Jannet Rodriguez.
Juan Carlos Rodriguez Jr. Marisol Rodriguez.
Lorena Montserrat Rodriguez Garza. Miriam Rodriguez Ojeda. Jennifer Rosales. Darian Alexandrius Rosenkowski.
Ethan Thorne Seychell.
Juan Carlos Salgado Jr.
Jesus No Lopez Sanchez.
Karen Andrea Sanchez Ramirez.
Brianna Scott.
Brianna Alexis Segura Padilla. Paulina Solorio Leanos. Jamari Deshawn Square.
Faith Kathleen Stewart.
Tatianna Aaliyah Stewart.
Chloe Ira Celeste Tamayo.
Jihad Toby Tayeb.
Jesus Gustavo Teles.
Katie Corelli Teles Arriaga.
Brian Edward Tenorio.
Antion Amaury Thomas.
Jamar Rashed Thompson.
Cameron Akil Turner.
Alberto Jair Irena Martinez.
Jessica Marie Valle. Jordan Court Vera.
Darian J. Jarlin Vieto.
Jesus Villaseñor Alva. Napoleona Lene Washington.
Shelby Marie Williams.
Ahmad Rashawn Wyatt II. Ferry Yang.
All right, here's the moment we all have been waiting for. Class of 2020, please stand. Superintendent Corey, President Honeychurch, members of the board, distinguished faculty and staff, family and friends. I certify that all the students standing before you today have met the graduation requirements of the state of California and the Fairfield-Sassoon Unified School District. Students, please move your tassels from the right to the left to indicate that you are now high school graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present you with the graduating class of 2020. Congratulations.